Hi guys, have you ever stayed and fear that something should not happen? That thing should not ever happen. Mostly we do this like when we're in love with someone, having a relationship with this person, and it happens that we love this person and the relationship is going on very well. This is the kind of person we want to have. We want to have this kind of affair, relationship with this person that we think, oh, this is what I've been wishing to have. This is how I want it to be. You know, we live with this small fear of, oh, please God, let nothing go wrong. Even when the person has married us, we are like saying, oh God, please let nothing go wrong. And one day, it happens that something has happened that threatens that relationship we are hoping to have for a long time, even forever. Then we are downcast. May I always say finish and worried, even sometimes in pain, because that's what we hope to have. Just slipped up our finger or is about to slip up our finger. The worst thing I will be doing if I'm the person is feeling pity for myself. Because this pity is going to finish me more than it's going to encourage me to move on. When I feel pity for myself, the first thing that comes to my mind is how low and how small I've become. And as somebody like me, to be self-confidence is the most important thing I need, because a lot of things could go wrong in me trying to bring myself so down, like feeling helpless. Then who will be there to lift me up? I've been in a situation where I fall so down that getting up was so hard for me. And you know, we women, I don't know how it happens to you. When someone you love so much, it takes away this strength from you, like you're broken. You're like powerless and helpless. Sometimes you couldn't even fight or strengthen yourself because you feel like crying, just want to be there and forget yourself. And this forgetting yourself, this saying, I cannot, let me leave it like that, is the thing that makes us to fall into depression, or it starts every time from you being too much sad. Because most times we beat in our heads, like in our mind, we think it's relationship that makes us happy. It's this person I love that brings me so much joy. Like we're building everything that has to do with joy, that makes us happy, what makes us feel that way we want to feel. It's just built around this person. And once this person is taken away, the person is no longer there, active in our life. We are like, the energy is gone. But it's not really like that. We are talking of human being who could love you today and hate you the next minute, or dislike you, feel less attracted to you, or wake up one morning and think that what I'm seeing in you is no longer what I'm seeing. Do you also remember that however we present ourselves, how we carry ourselves, is how someone treats us? When we are like finished, it now seems as if, oh, I am nobody, I cannot. We have to keep the fire going, that whenever the person sees you, it looks as if something didn't happen. This person has done something that will make you feel less, and you're feeling like on top of the world. Though it's paining you, it has hurt you, but you trying every time to see that this thing does not bring you down. Have you ever sit down and ask yourself, how does people who lose loved ones, like lose them, that they are no longer existing, how do they carry on? How do these people manage to carry on? Not to talk of you just lose someone who just stepped out. I call it stepped out because the person has not really taken the final decision. Even when the person has, the person is still alive somewhere breathing. The person is well. Why are you trying to destroy yourself for that person who is not ready to make himself so uncomfortable to be in this kind of state you are in for you? Because if that person has really loved you, the person wouldn't have done this. Even when the person has fallen out of love for you, the person will fight hard to love you, to have you, because the person wants to have you in his life. I'm not married. Nobody's looking my way since how many years? Nobody is proposing, and you are getting more sad. And this sadness is squeezing your face. It's making you look older. It's making you look stressed every time. It's taking the beauty out of you. It's like squeezing everything that makes you look attractive out of you and making you that person you don't want to be. Before, there are many things that you find interesting, many things that makes you excited. But now, because of this worries, you are worrying yourself. It's making you look like how you don't normally look. It's giving you less time to work on yourself, attend to things you need to attend to concerning your looks, activities you needed to have done, simply because one person out of this world has changed his mind about something or her mind. When there are millions of people out there who you will find something special in them, you find more peace in them than you find in this place. You think, oh, this is the best thing. Have you ever had something that's so special that you think you can't do without, but suddenly you lost that thing or the thing spoiled? How do you manage? You try to live without that thing. Manage and do things you used to do without that thing. You carried on. You moved on. You continued. And you couldn't stop because you know that that thing might have an alternative. In future, I might have another one that is better. Because you know, if you look for that thing, you wouldn't get it. Are you supposed to go back and start begging this person to love you? Love should come naturally so that you can enjoy it naturally. Nothing should be attached to love. One should not be forced to love you. So if that person step out, you allow the person to have this breathing space. Let the person enjoy the time. Let the person have breathing space to think and know if this decision the person has made for himself is the best. And you, who they left, for you to also know if this person is better for you or you needed something else. Should this person stay with me? What do I need to gain and what do I need to lose? If I move on without this person, am I going to be a better person? So you trying to bring yourself down to destruction, to depression, simply because the person do not love you. And having this self-pity on yourself instead of rejoicing. I said, oh God, at least let's have break. There was no way I could go on my own and tell this person, oh, let me take a break in this relationship. Because when you say it, the person is going to see it as, you don't want him, and because you don't want him, that's why you want to use style and say, let's quit. In relationship, there's no break, there's no holiday. So when the person gives you attitude or treats you the way you don't like, even stop the relationship, you better say, oh, thank God, I have a time to go holiday on this relationship. This is our break in order for us to recall all what has been happening to this relationship. Who have I been all this time? What am I going to do now? And how am I going to move on? All these things I've been doing all this time, is it the right thing? It is time for you to think, to check and know if what you have been doing since is the right thing. But most times we use this time to cry like this person is the energy, fueling us to exist. When they take away this person from us, we will no longer exist. But like I said before, we were here living our life before that person got here. That person was also there living his or her life before we got there to meet this person. You reducing yourself to self-pity. You are supposed to be pitying the person who lose you, you special one. Because you know, you played your card well. You are grateful to have the opportunity to meet this person. And you wish that it shouldn't end. But if it does, it's another great opportunity for you to meet another wonderful person in order to check if he was really better as he or she claimed. Just very simple. We just try to worry our head for just nothing where we don't need to worry. It's true, we feel something. We feel the person absent, but we should know that anything is possible. People have divorce, people have separation, many things happen in a relationship. Why do we think that our own is going to be so perfect without stress, without anything going wrong? Accusation, wrongful accusation, making us guilty when we are innocent. Many things are going to happen. So when we have all this prepared and we set it in front of us and say, this is going to be like this. In this business I'm going to go into, it's going to be either good business or bad business. This is also the same thing when you meet this person, you think this person is the perfect person, but at the end the person is the wrong person for you. You try to go out of this bad relationship in order to earn it, in order to have freedom. It's also the same thing. Anything can go wrong. But when it goes right, we pray for the best. There's no need trying to destroy yourself or trying to be in that pity stage, trying to put yourself in a pity mood. Like, I pity myself. Oh, feeling less of yourself, having mercy on you, and thinking, oh, this will help you solve the problem. Being strong is what helps me in my weakness. When I feel downcast, when I should just be down, I try to get strong, no matter how difficult it is. Mostly when you're a woman, we love crying, we like nursing and nurturing our wound. It's like sometimes we feel like our wound is a soft blanket. We can just go inside and rub it around us and feel this warmth for it to console us and represent that person who we are missing or who we have lost. It's not going to do that for you. For how long? Instead, self-love. Feeling good about ourselves, even when we are wrong, because the deed has been done. Just to help ourselves to move on. As long as we live, we must move on. Even when we are guilty, we have to move on in order to correct our mistakes, to continue our life, to help people around us, to just exist. It's also a duty for us to exist in this world God brought us. We have a duty here to do. We're not only living for that person. So nothing should make us down. And sometimes when we feel that self-pity, we no longer have the confidence to walk, to move, and to face the person and ask the person, what is the problem? Why did you do that? Why did you say I do that? How can you discuss? Have conversation with someone when you are not feeling yourself, when you're in the mood of crying, when you open your mouth, tears come. There was a time it used to happen to me like this, not even in affair. In other things, if I find myself so innocent and I feel like I've been accused or I've been treated wrongly here, even in the offices. So sometimes this we being weak and being too much sensitive, sentimental. You know, sometimes I talk here like I'm talking like one metal that is not having feelings. Sometimes this word will hit you where it will hit you. You want to be like a robot, and you prefer to be like one than letting people push you around and having you exactly where they want to have you. Sometimes when people see this weakness in you, they toss you around and do with you whatever they want. So sometimes to show the people that you are not the kind of person you can do this kind of thing with, that the person you're dealing with know that every time you are here, okay, that your mind is strong, that you can equal anything the person brings. It doesn't matter how the person brings it. You walk in and you catch the person red-handed cheating on you. I mean, let's say the worst happened. That the person even know that you will move on with that thing, that you can handle this. You need it. Even people who are making choices for wife, they need somebody who is stable like that, who is strong and ready to face this kind of things. Not someone who will be sorry. Men don't have time. In the actual sense, they don't have time. Sometimes they need somebody who will give them back to back. They need someone who they think is strong, who is able to, face some challenges that comes. So self-pity is the worst thing one can do for himself or herself to be in a relationship. Because the more prepared you are, the better for you. Because there will be many things. Mostly things we never expect. Even you, when you can check yourself, you will see that sometimes there are many things you will do that the person will get so disappointed in. Not to talk of another person to you. So let's just get ready and wish ourselves the best. Like I always say, it's better sometimes to have at the back of our mind that the worst can come. But you lying down there and beating yourself is not the best. Because if this person who is doing this relationship with you comes to know that you are that weak, the person will just be giving it to you anyhow. Because the person knows that you can't even face him or her. The person will just be giving you anyhow, doing you anyhow. Because the person knows that you've got no choice. You don't even have a say. What will you do? You can't do anything. Everything in life is about fight. From that day on, when we started our life, started existing 1 minute in our mother's womb, that's when the fight starts. The fight is on. Life is a struggle. So to survive in relationship, we need to be strong. In marriage, in love affair, in everything we do, even at workplace, we need to be strong. Focus and confidence in order to meet up in everything that is expected of us. If not, we can be pushed and we fall into sadness and depression, and we can't continue. And when this happens, at the end, we are the one who is going to lose. The person who is doing this to us cannot lose. The person will still be somewhere moving on with his or her life. Why? We are the one who is down. So self-pity will destroy us more than it can.